Hey everybody, it's Tina Campbell, the New York Regional Partner of Master Networks. As you know, we're a national networking organization, but I'm really having a great time speaking to the members here in the New York region. And we're really trying to help business owners and entrepreneurs to pivot during this time, and hopefully that even tips that will help them beyond this the situation. And we're just really hoping this will help people to transition to their new normal. So welcome today. I'm with Melani Sessa, a friend of mine, and she's going to talk to us about elevating your business from the inside out. This is really interesting topic, Melanie, and I've heard you speak before, so I'm really excited to do this with you. Thank you. Can you tell us about yourself?
Yeah, thank you, Tina. So my name is Melanie without the E, and I am a local girl. I grew up in Northern Westchester. I have 3 kids, husband, all that kind of good stuff. But my background professionally is in marketing. That's what my degree is in. That's what my business experience has been in up until the point where I decided to not do that anymore. But I still bring those skill sets into what I'm doing now. I am a mental fitness advocate, and I help people with their gut health and so that they can level up their performance in life and business. Things like stress, anxiety, depression, sleep, exhaustion, brain fog, clarity. I help people to improve all of that through gut health. And the reason why I'm so passionate about wellness is because I have my own journey. But that doesn't negate my skill set in marketing. So I've combined my business sense and marketing sense with my passion for wellness and created this business that I'm just so enjoying.
That's great. Yeah, I know you have such love for it, and that you could really, that comes across. So feel free to share your screen and take us through this topic. That would be great. You can.
I am excited to do so. So when thinking about what I wanted to talk about today, I did share with you that I am a marketing expert and I use a ton of social media. But when I was thinking, well, let me share with them about how to build on social media. But the things that need to get solidified and established before that happen on the inside. And I want to go over those things because we're solopreneurs, we're entrepreneurs, and there are things that we need to get ironclad before we even want to go out on social media or regular media and speak to our audience. So that's what I want to share with you today.
Great.
All right, so let's see if this works. All right, so that's just a little intro of myself, but I want to talk about life. And as entrepreneurs, we are in this because we want a life of choices, right? We want choices in order to do things, have flexibility, financial freedom, whatever it is. There's a reason why we're entrepreneurs and not working 9 to 5. But I think a lot of us have realized lately, because we're working from home, if you've never done that already, you need to put some boundaries around your life in order to live that life that is efficient and effective. So there's 5 areas of life that I've recognized through working from home and working digitally for many, many years. This is not new to me, this whole new normal for so many people. So I want to share with you some of the things that I've learned that need to have boundaries around them in order to create an effective and efficient life and business. The first one is time. We're entrepreneurs and we want to just build our businesses, right? But we cannot work 24/7. So I find it is so essential to create a schedule. When is my family time? When is my work time? And I'm not available 24/7. It's just impossible. The other area is my energy. What fills you and what drains you? You can't run your business if you're depleted. So are you focused on your health? Are you eating well? Are you supplementing? Are you taking time to rest and relax? Are you exercising? What are those things you're doing to increase your energy so that you can show up and be the best for your clients? The other boundary is relationships. And this is a big thing for me in my business because not everyone is a prospect. And I think we'd all agree with that. Yes, can everyone benefit from our stuff? Yeah, we know that they can. But really, if we're looking to help everyone, we're really helping no one. So in order to best serve the people that we're called to serve, we need to ask qualifying questions and have a solution to a problem that they share with us. The other area is environment. Now, this is new for a lot of people who've never worked from home. You need to create an environment that's conducive to the kind of level of performance that you want to have. It needs to be comfortable, efficient, and effective. And it has to inspire you. What are the things around you? What do you have in the background? What is the music? Or maybe do you have the news in the background? Shut it off because it's creating an environment that's going to lift you up. And then finally, put boundaries around what inspires you. There's so much out on social media that you can just be consuming so much stuff all the time, or if you're watching the news, and not of all this kind of stuff is equal. What is inspiring you? So put blinders on, choose intentionally what is filling you up. So I know for me, I do a power hour every morning to fill myself up. And I actually just created a PDF. If anyone wants that, you can just drop power hour below and I'll send that to you. But it's the way I start my day. It inspires me. It fills me with truth and positivity. And I'm set up to approach the day with more meaning. So before I talk about the 3 steps, I just wanted to share with you all how to live a life that's unrestricted. You need to have boundaries. Okay. So by doing this, you're going to transform your business and your life. But there's 3 questions you need to go from there. Once you've created those boundaries, now what? Well, the first thing you need to figure out is who you are, right? Before you go out there in the business world, you need to know who you are. And you're more than just your name, your age, and your race. You are your story. You are your journeys. You are the obstacles you've overcome. In order to create a presence in the business, you need to know who you are and how to show up for people. So for me, I'm in the network marketing space. So one of the ways that I lead with who I am is I help women to grow a powerful network marketing business using social media the right way to build a strong residual income without feeling salesy. On the product side of my business, how I show up is that I help women to have the physical energy, mental clarity, and emotional balance to crush their goals and live a life of abundance. See, that's the value that I offer as who I am as a person. It's not who I am as Melani Sessa from Somers, New York with 3 kids. It's more than that.
I love it.
So the way that we come up with that is we have to figure out what our core values are, right? These are the things that whenever you have to make a decision, these things run through your head. So is it your integrity? Is that your core value? Is it love, service, faith, joy, innovation, humility? So there's so many values out there. So I'm going to encourage you to pick the 3 things that you're known for, but then think about the 3 things you want to be known for. Are those the same? If not, if you're not being known for what you want to be known for, then how can you close that gap and articulate it in a way so that people know who you are and what you stand for? Now, I hope as we're going through this, I hope you're realizing that, wow, yeah, this is how I show up. This is the value that I offer, right? So think about those 2 questions. Then the next step is, what value do I have? What am I bringing to the marketplace? I know who I am, but what sets me apart? Now, if in my business, there are many people doing the same thing, and in lots of businesses there are many accountants, there are many insurance agents, there are many people doing the same thing. But how is it that some people skyrocket and other people struggle to take off? Well, the differentiating factor is, what is the value that you bring? So I'm just going to share with you what my value is that I bring. So here's the example. When someone joins my network marketing team, they get the same comp plan that everyone else. They get the same products that I get, but they also get me. And what do I offer? Well, I have a roadmap that is a plug-in and play social media system. Not every network marketing company has that. Not everybody in my company has that. I have that to offer value to my team members. I also have the education. I have a master's degree in marketing and the skills. I have years in corporate marketing, and I have tons of training that I've invested in that I want to show up as the leader that my people need. So it's a value added that creates influence over an audience, and I attract people who are looking for smart marketing savvy leaders. So what is the value that you offer over another agent or over another broker or another nutritionist? What is the value that you bring? It's your unique selling proposition. So where do you get that value from? Well, it's based on your story. Your story, and we all know that stories sell, right? Facts tell and stories sell, but you also have a story. So my story, well, I'm a former corporate marketer with 16 years of network marketing before I hit gold. My other story is I was a burned out, scary mommy before I started taking care of myself. So people resonate with stories. Not everybody will resonate with my story, and that's okay. It's the people who are going to be attracted to me who I could really help because I understand them, understand me. So I use my story to empower women to get off the couch, know their worth, and build themselves up so they can serve more people. If that doesn't resonate, that's fine. But I'm going to encourage you to figure out a way to share your story because your value is in your story of overcoming and in skilling up. That's the value you bring to the marketplace. And here's a ninja mind trick. Would you try to close yourself first? Would you do business with you? If not, then how are you showing up? You need to change that. Now, step 3. I preach this to the rooftops. I'm teaching a marketing class at a local college, and this is what I tell my students all the time. Your marketing strategy always starts with your target audience. We also call it an ideal customer or an avatar. You need to know who you're looking for. You must have clarity around who you're looking for, or you will not reach out to anyone. Now, who you're looking for is beyond the typical marketing of, oh, I'm looking for a woman between the ages of 40 and 50 who has a certain level of income, who likes to eat Cheetos, or whatever it is. Now, those things are important, so you can understand where she is and where she hangs out. But the essence of who you're looking for is based on their core values too. Just like the value you bring, you're looking for people and their core values. And I'm going to share a resource that helped me a lot with that. This is a book and a training called The Bank Code. It's by Sherry Tree, and it's a book called Why They Buy. And it's so cool because it's not necessarily based on demographics, it's based on values. There are 4 types of people that we look for or who may be attracted to us. So you can go online to this website and it's going to give you a printout of what your values are, of who you're looking for. But for me, my values that I am attracted to or who are attracted to me are in the blue area and in the red area. So I'm just going to go over the blue area really quick. The blue area are people who are about blueprint, about strategy, about systems, about titles and traditions. They want a predictable process. And I offer that in my social media training system. But I also love my reds because my reds are my action takers. In network marketing, it's such a low cost of entry that people who are ready to get started are ready to get started. And they jump on board and they love the freedom and the flexibility and spontaneity of network marketing. So how do I use this effectively? Well, it's important to know these values because it all depends on the values of your audience you're trying to attract. The language. It helps you to pick the language that will attract people to you. Use the language of the person I'm trying to attract. That's why back on those cards, there were words that were their values. So for me, I use words like system, flexibility, strategy, because my people that I want to attract and who are attracted to my values love those words. So I'm going to give you an example of how I do that. So my red people, now those of you who are familiar with network marketing know that we earn incentive trips. So I might say something in my social media posts like, I just earned another 15 points towards that free trip to Cancun. My red people are gonna light up. Or if I want to attract my yellow people, and those are more nurturing people who love just loving on people and helping them and are not concerned about money or anything like that. Well, I might say something in my social media post like, I just heard from this mom of 3 who couldn't get out of bed that now she's able to play with her kids. That ticks the heart of the yellow person because they're all about love and nurturing and caring and helping others. My green people are more research oriented and scientific. So in my social media post, I'll say something like, if I talk about the new study on the link between gut health and anxiety, would you want to check that out? Yes, because they're all about science and the facts and the figures. And then finally, my blue people who are about systems and strategy, I'll say something like, my team just finished a training on our five steps to success on Instagram. My blue people will love that because it's an ordered process and they can follow that. So knowing the value of your target audience is so essential to create effective social media or any types of marketing posts to draw them to you. So in summary, when you lead on social media with your personal brand, you are going to either attract or repel people, and you want that, right? You cannot be all things to all people. You have to be true to your values, to your personal brand, and the people who are going to be your people are going to be attracted to that. Now, yes, everyone can benefit from what you do. However, when we lead with, I can help everyone with everything, then we are attracting no one. Be clear on attracting the personality characteristics of the values of the people you want to work with, and be consistent with your own brand and your values. And so in your homework, I always give out homework because Professor Sessa always gives out homework. Think about what is your value, what makes you unique, What are you known for? What do you want to be known for? Who are you looking for? And what are their values? And if you get that all in line and in alignment, you're going to be unstoppable when you show up on social media to draw those people to you for your business.
Wow. Can you, so yeah, I wanted to say, I wanted to talk to you now. Okay, so you don't know how timely this is for me, number one, and I'm sure for a lot of other people, because now you have time to think,
Yeah.
hopefully, right? Take some of the time you used to be driving around like me and start to think about things. I have been thinking about this question for at least 2 years. And the reason is because I've been thinking, for instance, when you have, let's say, a realtor, right? The realtor goes to speak to, and a lot of times it's couples, and that those couples are usually opposite.
No, that never happens.
So now they've got to appeal to a potential personality that's like nurturing, maybe, right? And then there's another person that's very direct and wants to cut to the chase. So I always think about them, because now it's not just one avatar. It's really like, it could be a family, it could be a couple of avatars at least,
Yeah.
right? So
Yep.
I've been thinking about this for a while. So I'm so glad you decided to do this, because I think it's super important. Because again, it doesn't matter, as you had said, I think, to sum this up, it doesn't matter what your, let's say, communication style is, or your personality style. It doesn't matter, or your selling style, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, because it's about them.
Yep. It's always
So
about them.
right, so you need to talk to them, as just as you were saying, right? The different ways that you can attract the customer is also how you're going to not only attract them on social media, but also as you are actually getting into that face to face with them.
Mhm.
So I have to tell you, this really makes me think a lot more, and I'd love to do even another down the line lunch and learn with you to
Yeah.
even explore that a little bit more, because this whole thing is not something that people realize. They're kind of saying, this is who I am, and you know it's not necessarily appealing to their avatar.
Exactly. And in my business, I can only speak to that. Your avatar is usually who you were before you made the change, before you earned the income, before you had that. So why is it that people in other industries, like, what is your value? Who is your avatar and how are you speaking? And to your point before, when you say it's about them, it's always about them. So when you are going to show up on social media, what does your bio say? What does your picture look like? Because people are going to assess you based on what they see. Now, if your bio, and I'm a Facebook expert, if your bio underneath Facebook says, dog mom loves tacos, all good things come to those who wait, something crazy like that, that's great. That describes you, right? What are you doing for the people who are coming by? If you're really wanting to optimize Facebook for business, and I don't mean on your Facebook business
Right.
page, because people are checking out your profile, what does your bio say, right? So on my Instagram and LinkedIn, because they have a lot more characters to offer, I say I help. It's my I help statement. I help women create abundance. I help women level up, to show up, unapologetic, whatever it is, whatever
Right.
your bio is, what is the problem you solve without the pain point that they endure. So even if
Without
it's
without the
what?
pain point, without the pain
So
point.
for example, if I was a weight loss professional, which I'm not, I might say something like, I help moms lose the last 10 pounds without starving themselves, or
Got it.
without eating salad every day, right?
Yeah.
Because people have pain points and we have to solve their pain points. So
Right.
what is it about, if you were a realtor, what's the pain point? I know my mom is selling her house soon, right? That's painful. She's been in it for 51 years. What does a realtor need to address? It's not
Right.
about making the sale, what
Mhm.
is happening? Because in essence, that person has to agree to the sale. But like, I know one of our associates, Sammy, does a really great job at creating a story behind it to
Exactly.
connect all of the dots. So, stories are fantastic in a situation like that, but stories are also fantastic when you're putting yourself out there to create that unique selling proposition of why I should work with you versus you. There's a
Right.
connection. Business is about relationships.
Yeah, that's so interesting. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. This to me, again, was really timely, and it's been something that I've been thinking about for a long time because, and I know that there's such things as, you showed us that can help to really define that a little bit more easier. So, and I think that's where, I'm going to ask you to, you'll be giving me your contact information that you want to put into the description of this video that's going to go on YouTube. So whatever it is that you want to, like, have people look at, you'll send me some links and things like that. And we'll put that in the description below.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming. I can't thank you enough. It was really interesting. And boy, it's quick.
I get a lot done.
But I knew that I've already, and I enjoy that. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Tina. It was great to be here.
Super.